In this video, I'll be going over some habits I picked up learning on Trailhead to maximize my knowledge and the benefits that I get out of using this platform. If you didn't know, Trailhead is the free and fun online learning platform that you can practice your Salesforce skills. It has interactive modules where you can get hands-on in a lot of these Salesforce clouds and products. Alright, let's get into it. First off is reading over the challenge before diving too deep into the content. Every Trailhead module has challenges, and they often focus you on key takeaways from the lessons. What I normally do is read over the learning objectives, then move towards the challenges to get an idea of what they're looking for. If that particular module has a quiz, I will read over the answers and select options that I think may be the correct answers. One bad habit I would try to avoid is trying to complete the challenges without reading the modules. It might be alluring to get a ton of badges and points without actually learning the content, but you get what you put into Trailhead. You won't retain the concepts without reading through the content and following along. Let's stick on the topic for following along for a moment. I recommend following along with modules in your Playground org even if you aren't getting points for it. Read through the section, then switch to your Playground org to do exactly what they went over. Oftentimes, the hands-on challenges will be a variation on what you just did in the section above. Following along will help you reinforce the information you just learned. One thing I see a lot of beginning trailblazers do is get hung up on the challenges and getting the questions wrong. I know it can be heartbreaking when you don't get full points on a quiz, but it's not the end of the world. Trailhead is a learning tool, not a competition. You're not learning anything if you're just looking up the answers or agonizing over what a question actually means. The modules should give you all of the information needed to complete the challenge, but think of it this way. The people that are writing the questions are human, and they may think a little bit differently than you. Once again, if you're just in it for the points and the badges, then you won't really know the information when it really counts at the workplace. Since we're talking about things not to do, don't just tunnel on super badges and the modules that it takes to complete them. When you're starting out, super badges are a really nice differentiator and display of your own skill. But similar to looking up the answers, if you're looking to complete the super badge without really knowing the material, then it will be detrimental in the long run. Often just doing those modules will leave out the entirety of the trail where that module came from, which had a lot of background information on the process. One thing I cannot stress enough are the resources. Review them, review them, review them. Oftentimes a Trailhead module is just an overview of a complex topic. Check the resources at the bottom of every Trailhead module for additional material. A lot of times that's a deep dive. Let's talk Playground orgs. There is such a thing as too many Playground orgs. I've known students who have created a new Playground org for every trail. This may sound good on the surface, but oftentimes modules build off each other, and having to redo all that hard work in a new org every time isn't really fun. I recommend having 2 to 3 Playground orgs, and only creating a new org when there's conflicting configuration. If you haven't already, check out this trail on Playground Management. This one goes out to all of the newbie trailblazers out there. Update your profile information. You never know who's going to be looking at it. Maybe a potential hiring manager or recruiter. It's super easy to add a picture and update your About Me section, making sure that your LinkedIn information is correct. Rounding out the list, I would say check out the Communities tab. The Communities tab gives you multiple ways to connect with other Salesforce professionals, either locally or across the globe. Check the Trailblazer community for help and inspiration. Use community groups to find your local Salesforce groups. And my absolute favorite, the events page. Get information on local and virtual Salesforce related upcoming events. Pro tip, use the event type webinar filter. There you can see a ton of upcoming webinars hosted by Salesforce. Alright, that's my list for making the most out of Trailhead. It may seem like a lot to incorporate, but adding these habits in throughout your Trailblazer journey can really help you maximize Trailhead. Always remember, Trailhead is what you make it. Don't just hunt for those high scores and badges. Use this free platform to learn and progress your career. And as always, remember, I believe in you. Thank you guys for watching. Do you have Trailhead best practices that I missed? Comment below on some of the ways you use Trailhead so it can be shared with the Trailblazer community. If you like this video, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe so you'll be updated on any new videos just like this.